Hi, this is Stephanie, and today is my birthday, and so I have spent most of the day reflecting on being 37. I have said before that 27 up till now was probably one of the most enjoyable years of my life, and so I am really kind of seeing a new dawn with turning 37. And as old as that sounds to me, I'm actually very excited about it. So I decided to do a vlog about 7 things that are pretty cool about being 37. And the first of that is self-image. I think when you get to be this age that you kind of learn to be okay with who you are. That doesn't mean that physically, or at least in my case, that physically that I am satisfied with the way that I look, or that there aren't areas that I could improve on. As a matter of fact, if like a plastic surgeon came to me like they did Kate Gosselin and said, anything you want, we'll do it for you, I would just say, start at the top and work your way down. I would be totally cool with that. But the self-image that I'm talking about is just being okay with who you are and who you've turned out to be, and it doesn't matter if people don't like you for who you are. That's fine. There are lots of people that do, and I'm really glad that I've gotten to a point in my life where I'm completely okay with who I am. The second thing is career. I really enjoy the people that I work with, and I really enjoy the place that I work, but I am pretty confident in the job that I do, and I'm pretty confident that I've chosen a great path educationally to pursue. I think what's really cool about right now is that I know enough that I can mentor people that are maybe looking into this field. I can advise people of the jobs that are available in this field, but there's still so much more for me to learn. So I'm at a great point where I can be a teacher, but I can also be a student, and I'm really excited that I'm able to stay on the cutting edge of technology in the job that I do every day. But I'm also really excited that there are still a ton of people that have done my job for way longer than I have. And there are a ton of people that have done my job for less time than I have that are still really skilled. So I'm at a great place where I have things to share with others, and I have skills that will help them along the way, but I can also still learn myself, and that's a pretty great place to be. The third thing is financial. I think when you get to this age, and the age that Dawn and I are, and with the careers that we have been in, at least for the last 5 years, have been really stable for us, and financially that has really helped us get to a different level, and a level where we're secure with where we live and the cars that we drive, and we're able to take a vacation every year and provide for our kids the way that we would like to do. That doesn't mean that we have a bank full of money, because that is certainly not the case. And it doesn't mean that we don't ever have month left at the end of the money, if you've ever heard that saying before, because it's definitely the case as well. But I think we both know when we get up in the morning that there will be food on the table. We can get to our job, and it's not something that is a stressful factor for us anymore. It's just a matter of managing what we've been given and managing it as well as we can, and that's a good place to be. Number 4 is I think that you just learn to appreciate the world more. You learn to appreciate the cultures that are represented. You learn to appreciate the people that are around you every day, in your neighborhood, in your community, in your workplace. I think you're just more appreciative of just, I would say, cultures and people in general. And that has been really eye-opening for me since we moved to Texas. It is a huge melting pot of people, and I think that this move happened at a great time for me, but I think it happens to everyone around this age, where you just become a lot more tolerant of people. And if people don't believe what you believe religiously or as far as a society's rule and that type of thing, it's okay. And you can go on with it. You can choose to support them or not support them, or be their friend or not be their friend. But I will give you one piece of advice, that it certainly is a much better world when you just take everybody as they are and love them as they are. But for me, I've just really been more appreciative of everything that's around me culturally. Number 5 is enjoy life. I think that it's a great stage where you can just enjoy everything because of the stability that usually comes along with this age. I also am finding that I'm a little bit more adventurous. I know that there are things that 10 years from now I may not be able to do that I can do now, like ride roller coasters and water slides and all the things that I love to do and have always loved to do. And I think that I am at an age where I'm certainly young and certainly intend to stay young, but those things are really fun to do. And it probably has a lot to do also with the age of my kids. They're at an age now where they're tall enough to start riding roller coasters and water slides and rafting and all the things that we like to do and want to do with them. And so it's even more fun to be able to do those things and experience those different experiences through their eyes as well. But very, very enjoyable time of life. Number 6 is control of destiny. I think that this is an age where you basically are in control of what happens to you day by day. It is a time where your decisions that you make can drastically affect the rest of your life and the remainder of your life. But I think that's also very good as well. And I think that it's a time where you can see the fruit of things that you did when you were younger, maybe educationally, finishing degrees, choosing different paths early on, surrounding yourself with great people. I think you really start to see the fruits of that at this age. And it's really cool to look back and kind of see how paths have been intertwined and just kind of see how it's all worked out. And it's really neat to know that those roads will continue and that the roads that I'm choosing to take now are the roads that will lead me into retirement. And as far away as that is, I'm hopefully halfway through my work life. Maybe not. Hopefully I am. And so it's pretty exciting to know that the choices that I'm going to make now will be things that will really pay off for me in the time when I can not work anymore and travel and really see the world to the extent that I'd like to do it. And the 7th thing that's really cool about being 37 is that I'm still pretty hip and cool. And I remember when I was a very, very small girl, and I remember watching cartoons on Saturday morning. And I remember thinking, when I'm a mom, I'll always watch cartoons. Well, I don't do that, but probably because the cartoons aren't as cool as they were when I was a little girl. But what is cool is I still like pop music. I still like trendy clothes. I still like watching E! News Weekly. I still love celebrity stuff and keep up with it to the extent that you would probably be embarrassed to know. I just love everything that's pop culture, and I think that that has kept me young and will continue to keep me young, and I'm really happy about that, and I would like to continue to do that, and I think that it will serve me well, especially into my 40s. So 37, not so bad. I'm actually pretty happy about it. Thank you to everyone that sent me birthday wishes today. It was a very special day, and I appreciate it very much.